Yo, what it do? Hey, give me 2 seconds, getting some stuff together, and we'll get ready to start this up. Hit that like button too for your boy coming in, man. If you don't mind, hit the like button for your boy. Give me 2 seconds though. Yo, what up, Miss Indy? What's up, Simply Made? What up with y'all though? Give me 2 seconds though. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get it started. I'm not gonna be here long. I just want to tell you guys the story about this guy Dexter Wade. He's out in Jackson, Mississippi. All right, I'm back. All right, let's get to it. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but this is interesting, man. When I saw this, I was like, wow. So I'm like, you know what? I got to bring that to the YouTube streets. So give me a second. We're gonna get into it. Oh, so y'all can't hear that though? Damn, I thought y'all could hear that. What the hell going on? Let me dial back for a sec, see what's going on. What I got on mute? Yo. Okay, is it this? No, it ain't that. Okay, well, nevertheless, if the music is not playing, can y'all hear me? We're gonna get right into it. I don't have to do the music. Give me a one in the chat if you can hear me. We can go without the music. What up, Bev? What's up, Miss Indy? What up, Carla? What up, Simply? Can anybody hear me? Can y'all hear me? I don't know what's going on with my music today, but hey, we're gonna rock this thing. All right, no doubt. All right, so here we go, you guys. This is the story of Dexter Wade. And let me show you who this guy is. This guy right here, his name is Dexter Wade. Now, when I heard this story, I was flabbergasted. I was like, really? This is how y'all do in Jackson, Mississippi? This is what y'all do in Jackson, Mississippi. I was like, what the fuck? But let me get into it. Let me cut this on real quick. Okay, that's an overlay. But anyway, Jackson, Mississippi. So this guy's named Dexter Wade. So let me get into it. So Dexter Wade, this guy is 37 years old. So this guy was reported, and I'm gonna go slow with this so y'all can feel it. So Dexter Wade, 37 years old. This guy was reported missing by his mother on March 14th. This is of last year. But she didn't receive word that he was deceased until August. You're talking like 5 months later. So the backstory on this is the Jackson Police Department. It was a Jackson police officer who struck and hit this kid. Well, he was a grown man. He wasn't no kid. Hit this man. And he claimed that he didn't have no ill intent on hitting this man. But he hit this man on March the 5th, 2023. Officers were dispatched to I-55 South, where there were reports of an accident involving a pedestrian. The victim died, which is the guy who I'm talking about, Dexter Wade. Officers were unable to identify him at the time. Days later, the coroner's office was able to identify the victim as Dexter Wade by way of medication found in his pocket. Let's stop it there. All right, so you tell me you hit this man tonight on March the 5th, 2023. You hit and you killed this man, Mississippi. You hit and you killed this man, but it wasn't up until days later that you were able to identify him by the contents that was in his pocket. So come on now, that's some bull crap. You know already, they hit this man. They searched his pockets. They ran his pockets that night. They saw who he was. They panicked. They didn't know what to do. So let's get back to it. Days later, the coroner's office was able to identify the victim as Dexter Wade by way of his medication in his pocket. Jackson police said its efforts to notify Wade's family were stymied by outdated contact information. All right, so Jackson, Mississippi ain't that big. Not that big at all. They have this man's complete name. When they looking for you for a warrant, they know how to pull up to your crib. I'm sorry, I ain't looking at the chat, you guys. I'm reading the information. But when they looking for you for a warrant, they know how to pull up to your crib. They found the medication in this man's pocket that night. But it wasn't until days later the coroner was able to identify him. So think about what I just said, you guys. The coroner office was able to identify the victim by way of medication found in his pocket. So you telling me, because once you get ready to go to the coroner, that means that they already have you, they have sent you in, and the coroner sees you days later. So you telling me the coroner was the one who ran this man's pockets? Come on, man, that's bogus. They had the man's ID and everything. They knew exactly who he was. They knew the address and everything. So let me keep reading. So again, Jackson police said its efforts to notify Wade's family were stymied by outdated contact information. The police statement reads, contact information for Mr. Wade was outdated, and neither the coroner's office nor investigating officers were able to make contact with Mr. Wade's family. Police acknowledged investigators failed to connect a missing persons report with Wade's death. The police statement reads, missing persons officers did not know that the pedestrian victim from March 5th was the same person reported missing March 14th. And this is their statements. Our sincerest prayers and condolences go out to the Wade family in the death of their loved one. The Jackson police reads, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is the mother. Her name is Betterston Wade. I asked them for help time after time. This is the mom now. She's telling the news. I asked them for help time after time. They told me they couldn't find nothing. So, okay, come on, y'all got to follow with me this now. I just told you earlier, they hit the man. They took him in. They had his name, even by their own account. They had his name a couple days later. This woman is calling them by her own account. Time after time, they told me they couldn't find nothing. It's bullshit. Jackson, Mississippi. So let me continue to what she was saying. If the authorities knew his name, see, like I'm telling you, because I haven't read this yet. If the authorities knew his name from day one and I filed on day 14 that he was missing, all they had to do was say, Mr. Wade is down in the morgue. Exactly. So now they got Ben Crump. He's a civil rights attorney. He's on the case. But the crazier part about this thing is they killed this young man. A police cruiser killed this young man, took him to the morgue. They knew who this young man was. They knew where this young man lived, never gave the mother any explanation, and they buried this young man behind the police precinct, hoping that this would get washed under the rug, hoping that this would never come to surface. From doing my research, I still don't know which officer hit and killed this man. I have no idea. I've been looking, but I don't know exactly the officer's name. But Mississippi, from my understanding of Mississippi, because I'm from Alabama, and just like Alabama, Mississippi is a racist town. The 1 or 2 times that I've driven through Mississippi, I'm talking about they're giving you those looks, they're giving you those stares, and a lot of parts of Mississippi is considered a sundown town. So if you don't know what a sundown town is a town in which when you're traveling through it, they say, quote unquote, you need to be away from there when the sun goes down. And if not, you can run into some trouble by Caucasian men and or women, right? So again, when I saw this story, man, I was just shocked. I said, I couldn't believe it. How are you able to hit and kill someone, not contact their immediate family, and then go bury them behind your prison or your jail? Man, that's crazy. But anyway, let me move forward with it. Let me bounce back over. Y'all give me a second. Let me read the chat real quick. Keep y'all abreast. Yeah, exactly, Miss Indy. That's who usually identifies the body, and they also go in property, right? Still doesn't explain 5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 5 whole months. 5 whole months. I agree, Belle. Some places are cursed. I'm telling you, especially when you deal with this this Bible Belt. You know what I'm saying? From Alabama to Mississippi to Carolina to certain parts of Georgia, like South Georgia. Atlanta has matured, right? Atlanta is more on a money system. Like if you got bread, if that's where the money's at. So it's going to accept all cultures. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, Hispanic, Indian, Ukrainian, whoever coming through Atlanta. But now when you dwell down in those towns called Moultrie, Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia, you better be aware. Or if you go up north, Blue Ridge Mountain, Georgia, some other parts of up north Georgia in the mountains, you better be watching what you're doing, and you better keep your head on the swivel, because what's up, Rude Gal? Because yeah, it could go down. It can go down real fast. You feel me? All right, so let me go to this. And the guy on the screen, his name is Dexter Wade. And I'm praying for this man's family and his mother. But let me go to some video that I have. I saw some of it. I haven't seen a lot of it. Let me see what we can make of it. So this, what I'm about to show you guys now, this is actually where they found this young man's, not found his body, but this is the actual cemetery that's in the back of the police department out. And I'm gonna show you the aerial view of that police department, later in the show. But this is an actual video of the graves that's out behind the police station. And I'm like, I've never heard that before. I've never heard of graves sitting in the back of the police station. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. This shit is weird. This shit is weird, 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 weird. But anyway, let's get into it.
I'm going to give you an idea what some of these graves look like.
Turn your volume up if you can't hear. It's kind of low.
When no one knows who your family is, this is how they bury you. This is how you bury them at the funeral. As I said, it looks like this is how you bury you. You're just a number. You're just a number. They tell me now that the coroner is on her way here. The coroner, Sharon Grisham, is on her way here. As I said to you, NBC, ABC, all of the national media are on their way here. The sheriff is providing security. They're trying to figure out what is taking place. As you can see, it looks as though the coroner now may be on her way down to the gravesite.
So, okay, do you guys see how they prep these people? They pretty much just throw them in the ground and nail some type of metal piece, and they put them in by numbers. They don't put them in by names. So imagine being a parent and you come out here and you looking for your child and you don't even know which one to go to. I think they got over 200 and something graves sitting out here. Just imagine if that was one of your loved ones out there. But I want to go a little deeper with y'all. Let me take y'all a little deeper. Could you imagine how long this has been happening in our work, in this community or in this country? Can you imagine all these different jails that when they reach out to the loved one, hey, your son or your daughter has died, they don't get a chance to see him. They don't get a chance to touch him. They don't get a chance to bury him. Could you imagine people being in prison for life that they may unalive and bury them prematurely? That their family has no recollection of, lost contact, these people sitting in prison. So it's really to the discretion of the officers. It's to the discretion of the police department. It's to the discretion of the chief on really what goes down up in those prisons.
We're up on the hill. But I said it looks like that the body may have been stolen earlier this morning.
All right, so did you hear what he said? First, he was saying he was talking about how it stunk. It smelled so bad. So those are shallow graves that they putting those people in first and foremost. Those are not deep graves. But he said the stench just smelled so bad of death. But then now he just mentioned the body that they're looking for, somebody stole it. Somebody came out there and dug that man up and took the body. That's what he's saying now. Or he was missing. So somebody's got this foul play going on. When they found out the media is coming, all this going on, they had to prep this body. They had to prep this body and they had to put this body back in a way that make it look like an accident. Man, there are some evil, evil, evil people out here, man. A lot of times, man, we don't even think about what could happen. We don't even think about sending our kids outside. You know what I mean? We're thinking that they're gonna come home, but we have no clue, man. We have no clue of what these monsters will do to our children, man. Let alone us. We can fight back, but imagine our children.
And or last night, and they're trying to figure out what may have happened, and why would this body be taken? There is a smell out here. As you see, I have my mask, and I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to put my mask on. There is a smell out here at the penal farm at the moment, and while they're trying to determine what has happened. But as you can see, this is the grave or the cemetery for the indigent. And I call upon.
Do y'all see that? Again, those graves have only a piece of metal and a number, no names. So all those are nameless bodies sitting in those graves, if they're indeed in those graves. But from what they're saying, those are nameless people sitting out there in those graves. Mind you, again, right behind the county jail.
Minister Pastor Hollins and other ministers began to try to put some money together so that people who are indigent can be buried better than this. This is how you're buried. There's a marker, and many of them they do not have a number on them. Look at this. They're just buried. And it's the kind of does what they can do to bury, and with the money that they have, they bury them, but there are no headstones. And there was just a stick, as you can see, an iron stick, a stake with a number. This one doesn't even have a number. This one doesn't have. This is how they're buried. This is how they're buried. And some don't have numbers. They're just here. You see the iron stake. We can fix this. That's something we can do. We can help the sheriff make this better. It's not his fault that it's like this. It's been here a long time.
That's a damn lie. It is his fault. It is his fault. It is his fault. I don't want to hear that. It's his fault. It's the mayor's fault. It's the governor's fault. It's all their damn fault. Because you got the money that you allot to do all this other stuff. I bet you the roads in the white neighborhoods in Mississippi, I bet they're paved properly. I bet there's money allocated to the private schools in Mississippi. I bet going into the industrial places like Walmart, Kmart, I bet you all that stuff looks good and you got people to come out and clean up every day. So that's bogus. So Mr. Black Man, I don't want you to give them no excuses and no out, because that's bogus. They do got money. They get money every day for those inmates. The prison system is $1 billion industry. They got money hand over fist. We ain't hearing that.
But we're gonna help him make this better. This is my first time here. As you see, there's another car coming from the cemetery. I believe that may be MSNBC. Are you with MSNBC? Okay, this is where they'll be coming to. So this is what we're dealing with this morning. This is if this has happened, I certainly don't know what is taking place, whether this body has been taken. If this is the case, then my brothers and sisters, this is extremely egregious. It would be my prayer that that's not the case.
Exactly. I'm reading Rugal's comment. Yes, because once the mayor got elected, he could probably get a funeral home to do those medals for free. Loved ones are still looking for half those people in that cemetery. Exactly. What's up, Roselle P? What's up, Mama Cynthia? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's no excuses, man. It's like every time it's us. Every time it's in our community, we got to figure out a way to make it make sense. We got to figure out a way to make it sound right. Like, hey, it's not Mr. John's fault. It's not Mr. Billy's fault. He's a good man and he's just doing the best he can. Damn lie. Mr. Willie, Mr. John, he got 100,000 plus he getting every year. The thing is, he don't give a damn. 95% of them don't give a damn. They don't care about us at all. And so when I look back, We got to start caring about each other. That's where the problem lies. And I know y'all like, oh, here he go again on this Negro spiritual shit. But it's real. It's real. Until we start caring about us, why do we care? How could we want somebody else to care about us? Hey, it's just food for thought.
That this young man's body will still be here at the cemetery, but we're getting reports now that the body has been taken, whether it was taken last night and early this morning. We do not know. 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 We do know that it was in a box. It was not in a coffin. The body was in a box, and of course, in a bag.
The body was in a box, in a bag. But I still haven't heard him yet to say, why would this body be in a box or in a bag? Why did the mother not get notified properly like she should have? Why? Listen, man, it's time to stop making excuses for these people. These people know what they're doing. They know what they're doing when you owe them taxes. They know what they're doing when you got a warrant for your goddamn arrest. They know what they're doing when they pull your ass over when you got one headlight out. They know what they're doing when they smell motherfucking marijuana in your car and they pull you over. So we got to stop making excuses for these people, man. These people know exactly what they're doing. Again, this ain't no Negro spiritual shit, but again, this ain't no wars me shit. But at the same time, if you ain't paying attention, you're going to miss it. You done missed it. We're the age now, we already supposed to know what's going on. These folks don't give a fuck, period. Point blank. They don't give a fuck.
Why there is a tumultuous smell, we don't know. We don't know whether he was ever embalmed of this information. But we're going to stay on here a minute, and so you might.
All right, so that was that. That was that. Facts, Bell. That's 100. You see what I'm talking about. I know all you guys see what I'm talking about, man. It's just sad, man. It's sad. It's just when it comes to us in our community, man. If we don't give a damn about each other, nobody else is gonna care. Nobody else is gonna give a damn. I mean, we hearing these different stories come out. The entertainment piece, though, like because this is what YouTube is about. YouTube is about entertainment. Yeah, let's keep it a bean. We're gonna always be a target, and are also important to the universe. Exactly, Bell. A lot of people don't want to have that conversation. But the internet is mainly about entertainment. It's about sitting down, being entertained for the time that you're watching it, and moving on with your life. I get it. But why so often are we the fucking we are the entertainment? It's like going back in the day when we was out there with the big lips and the you see what I'm saying? We are the fucking entertainment, just like our rappers, just like our actors, but mainly our rappers. We the jesters. We the joke. Yeah, they'll make some bread. They'll make a lot of bread, being the ones to distract the masses. They'll get paid. I'm out of town, thugging with me round. Her coochie pink, her booty hole brown. You got little kids singing this shit, man. They know it word for word, man. You got little 6-year-old girls popping. Man, it's so sad. All right, let me go to this next video. Because again, I don't want to be on this war is me. Because people don't like to hear that. People like to be entertained, man. People like a show. I know conversations like this don't get heard a lot. You know what I'm saying? This is outdated. This is we don't want to hear that shit. Somebody got to talk about it. So I'll take the low views to have at least 7 to 12 to 15 people hear it. Then 100 views of me talking shit about somebody and exposing somebody. That's easy to do. I can expose anybody. It's easy to do. But it takes thought to sit back and prepare something for an audience that makes sense and will help you along your day or along your way. So this next clip is a mother. This is when they actually found the body. I don't know where the body came from. They didn't say, because as you saw the first clip, the guy said the body disappeared. So this is the body from when the mom saw it. So let's get into it.
This was number 672. 672.
His number was 672. 672. So I'm assuming they might be going by what? Alphabetical order? 672 graves in the back of a jail? But I got the actual number. I didn't look at it because I wanted to look at it with you guys, but I'm assuming 672 bodies? Really? 672 families? Well, they don't care? They didn't care? Or they don't know? Mm-hmm.
It begs the question about all those other unknown bodies in that graveyard behind this peanut.
That's true, Miss Indy. You might be right. But I have the number of people that's back there, and I'm going to share that a little later in the video. I haven't looked at it because I'm going to go over it with you guys. But you might be right. It may be the prison ID number. You're right.
Jail. How many of those families that think their loved ones are missing? How many? And don't know that they've been dropped.
And now that's the mom sitting right there with the gold hair, standing next to Ben Crump.
The bag in the ground.
Oh my God.
We're going to get to the truth. Not just for your son, but for other children.
Oh, that
Whose
mercy.
mothers are missing.
I am sorry.
This lady says she called countless amount of times to the jail. She had the same last name as the medicine bottle. And you telling me it took them 4 months to say, hey, yeah, we found your son and we buried him in the back. Damn shame.
It wasn't your fault.
It wasn't your fault. You did your fault.
Miss Edison, should they do right by here?
Our God and our Father, we pray now your blessings upon us, dear. Pray to God your strength upon us. Pray to God that in this moment that He would let us know.
All right, that was that, you guys. Let me go back. So again, let me go to the chat. So Bell said, y'all remember the movie years ago when the sheriff came across deceased bodies on the jail property? It's an old movie. Yeah, I don't remember that movie, but I believe it. Robert Redford was one of the actors. If I'm not mistaken, they was digging for days. I remember a movie like that, but I don't remember the exact name. I have to go back and do some research on it. But again, this is a sad, sad occasion. I never heard of them burying these people in the back without, trying to at least notify their families. All right, so let me go to this last clip. I'm going to
give you an idea what some of these.
That's not it. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna go to this last clip. Now, this is the mother in an actual press conference. So I took you guys through 3 phases. I took you guys through the initial guy that was the activist that was speaking at the gravesite. I took you guys to the mom finally seeing her son for the first time in the body bag. And now I'm going to take you to the press conference in which they are addressing what happened. They're addressing the city council. They're addressing people by way of the news. Because again, if the news outlet don't make it out there, it's not going to get heard on a broad scale. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many countless stories that has been swept under the rug because the big major news outlet don't pick it up. You know, and that's so sad because a young white girl can go missing for a day and the news is going to pick it up. But a young black girl go missing and you probably won't hear it. Somebody powerful got to speak on it for it to come out and be heard. But here's the mom.
We had to buy him back from the state. In order to do anything, to get a death certificate, we have to spend money. And that's not right.
Hold on, let me go back. Y'all don't hear what that lady said. Hold on, let me go back.
In order to do anything, we had to buy him back from the state. In order to do anything, to get a death certificate, we have to spend money.
So basically, before they could do anything, before they could get her son, they had to buy him back from the state of Mississippi. Y'all remember that movie? And it's actually one of my favorite movies, top for the comedic view though. But you know, me seeing that Mississippi is fucking racist as hell. But Life, that movie I think was based out of Mississippi. And if you can remember that movie Life, you see how racist those cops were. And you see how they threw these people in these Eddie Murphy and my man Martin Lawrence threw them in jail for all this time for no reason. Just planted some shit on them and threw them in jail. You see what I'm saying? That movie was a depiction of how Mississippi is. Jackson, Mississippi. Like I told you, I rode through there one time. I went to a Walmart riding through Jackson, Mississippi. And then we went there. I forgot we had to do there, but we did something there. Then we went down south to Vicksburg, and because we were headed to New Orleans. So we went to Jackson, Mississippi. Well, we went through Meridian, Mississippi, went to Jackson, Mississippi. We headed south to Vicksburg, Mississippi, and then we headed south to New Orleans. So it was a bad experience. And again, I'm from Alabama, and I've seen a lot of bad experiences, but that was one of the ones when you saw it, you was like, oh, yeah, these motherfuckers racist. Oh, yeah. They looking at you like, boy, what you looking at? Like they ready to do something. I got a story. My homegirl was telling me one day, she had visited Mississippi. And I questioned her about this story, but she's a real reliable source. I knew she wouldn't lie. But it was sounding so outrageous. I'm like, that's bullshit. But she said she was headed down there to go pick her sister up in Mississippi because her sister moved out there. So she said she went out there, she was driving, her and her family ended up getting lost. So they pulled up next to a field, next to a dirt road. They saw some black men out there tilling the, like picking cotton, basically. You know what I'm saying? They were out there picking cotton, and they, you know, pulled over to the side of the road, like, hey, we need to know how to get back to such and such place. And she said it was a white man rode up on a horse, like Django or some shit. Like back in the old day, he rode up bucking the horse. I'm talking about and stopped, like, yo, what, can I help y'all? They were like, yeah, we're just trying to ask the guys out here working, you know, how to get back. And the man was like, don't talk to my niggers. If you got something to say something to me. Don't talk to my niggers. And she said when she saw that, she was like, oh, hell no. They ran back to the car and got the hell on. And they figured out how to get back to where they were going. But I had to, you know, just run that story real quick. I'm sorry. Get off subject. But let's get back into what the mom had to say.
In order to do anything, to get a death certificate, we have to spend money. It's not right.
Explain that, Miss Moore, when you went to
When I went to try to get a death certificate for him, I couldn't get one because he was in the state's property, and I had to buy him back from the state property in order to get a death certificate, to do anything, to try to go forward with anything about my son. I couldn't do anything.
Yo, what up, Dread Molly? Thanks for coming through, bro. Salute to you, bro.
And me and my family, we didn't deserve that.
Thank you, Miss Moore. And understand what she's saying is,
Okay, I'm sorry. He about to say exactly what I'm about to say.
and you hear similar stories from Miss Benson. They now know that their sons are in the ground behind the Hinds County Jail.
Hinds County, Mississippi. Jackson, city of Jackson, county of Hinds. If you ever driving through there, you already know what's up.
And the governmental officials say, well, before we can give you any kind of proof of validation, did they tell you have to buy back the rights?
Buy the rights back. You have to buy that back.
So she had to buy the. Come on now. All right. Come on, man. Come on, man. This shit is so egregious, man. I'm gonna give y'all a recap for the people just coming in. Exactly, Dre. How is this not illegal, bro? You feel me? No attempts. That you read my mind. You hit this woman's son. You killed this woman's son. You make no attempts to contact this woman about her son being dead, because that's how much you gave a fuck about this young black life. You don't put anything out in the paper. You don't put anything out in the community. Hey, young black man deceased. Anybody got any knowledge of who this man is? Contact authorities. They could have taken a picture of this young man, put pictures up everywhere. They give that right to a fucking dog, man. They give that right to a fucking cat, man. Dog missing. They'll put that shit up on the damn sidewalk. Cat missing. Yeah, put that shit by the stop sign. But this black man didn't have the right to be contacted, his family be contacted. And she wished his spirit well to transition to that next phase. It's a fucking shame.
Which is mind-boggling.
Exactly, Rugal. First, you don't contact the family. And then you charge them. You charge them. Okay, normally when you charge somebody some shit, it's because you this is funny, but it's sad. It's funny, but it's sad. I'm only laughing because it's just how they do the shit, man, and it's no public outrage, man. You fucking killed this young man. But normally when you selling something, that's when you charge a person. I got something for sale, so I'm gonna charge you to get it. So you kill this man, and then you make this man your fucking property. You run this man over, kill this man, bury this man, And then you turn around and make this man your property to sell back to this woman.
Nobody gets it.
I don't get it.
It makes no sense. But for them to be able to get Social Security benefits and everything, they have to.
Listen to what he said, though, y'all. He said for them to be able to get Social Security benefits and everything. Hear him out.
We're gonna fight to give them the honor and the dignity and the respect and the justice they deserve. You're not by yourself.
Yes.
And that's it right there. She gonna get the justice she's looking for. Trust and believe that. She will definitely get the justice that she's looking for. And again, if you notice, they never mentioned the officer's name who did it. They never mentioned the chief's name who was over the officer who did it. They never mentioned none of that. All right, so let me go here right here, and I'm not gonna keep y'all much longer. Again, I just wanted to bring you guys the story, man. It just shocked me. So I was like, I gotta say something about this. But let me see. Let's see the window. I don't know. My joint is messing up for some reason. I don't know why it won't show the window. Let me see. There we go. I was on something different. All right, so here is the detention center that's out there in Jackson, Mississippi. And I was trying to locate exactly where the graves could have been. But we saw the images, and we could tell that they were coming from somewhere east, from the east side of the building, it seemed like to me. But can you guys see my cursor? If you guys can see my cursor, that's cool. But I looked on this this map. This is the detention facility right here. County Farm Road. So they said that obviously this is the front, right where it says Raymond Jail. That's where all the parking is. And obviously this is the back. And so when I went to the back, I just wanted to see it with my own eyes. I just wanted to see it for myself, to see if they would show those exact markings of, and it had to be around this tree line right here. That's what I'm assuming. But as I zoomed in, I really couldn't make a clear picture of the actual makeshift number. I'm gonna call them signatures of the people who were buried in the back, because they're definitely not headstones, grave sites. But I don't see them. But this is the land right behind the jail. So it was either in this area or this area where those grave sites are. because they said again, right behind the Hinds County Jail. Then I came over here next to the pond, and I was looking. I was like, okay. But from that video, we didn't see a lot of sprouting grass, like bush grass. It just seemed like level grass. So I'm like, this is probably not the area. But I see a lot of stuff just poking out, but that ain't the area, because everything was like pretty much flat, almost like it was cultivated. Like they go out there and cut it every so often. Yeah. But again, I just want to give you guys some visuals of the Hinds County Police Department and what sits right behind it. They got something called the Snake Creek. And there's nothing but land back here. I mean, you can hide anything back here, but if the stench, like he was saying, was so bad, I know during the downwind, I know that the neighbors probably smell it. Those are power lines right in there. I know the neighbors probably smell it, but they are kind of ducked off a ways from the other people. But then I come back over here, and it's got the Hinds County Penal Farm. And so y'all already know what's going on up in here. Free labor. So whatever they kicking out of this spot right here, they sending the inmates over there to do it. Free labor. Let me get that up at you and make more money up at you. Not only the money that I'm making from the government or the state from having you in my prison, I'm gonna create a whole business and get some more money up at you. Dirty bastards. All right, so this is the last piece of information I'm gonna share with you guys, and I'm gonna let y'all ride out. Where is it at? So Ms. Indy, I'm gonna look back at the chat in a second. We were saying that it was like 200, what was 100 and something? I forgot what that guy's number was, what, 160 or whatever. But this is how many people that's located in that cemetery right now. Since 2008. There are approximately 330 people that have been buried at the Hinds County Pauper Cemetery since 2008. And they're showing you the names. So we're going to go over the names a little bit, and then I'm going to let y'all get to it, man. Since I made it to the end of the show, I'm going to pour me up a stiff one. Here we go. It seemed like they got an infant who died at birth, a 92-year-old woman who died at St. Dominic Hospital. All right, so this is the Pauper jail. And again, now these are people that, go back up, it says these are people who have been buried there since 2008. Nobody has came out to say, hey, this is my people. I mean, ranging from ages of 20s. I thought it was going to show them all, but it didn't. Ranging from ages of 20s to 80s and 90s. I thought it was going to show all of them, the whole 200, but it didn't. But I just wanted to show you guys, and because life is all about visuals, I'm going to give you a visual of what's going on. So let me dial back out of here. Let me close this out, and we're gonna go to the closing remarks. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. I see that didn't show. I wasn't showing that. But again, it wasn't much. I thought it was gonna show all the names, but it didn't. But it's cool. Let me close this out. Close this window out. So again, you guys, this is a story of Dexter Wade. I really felt that I needed to bring this to you guys. I know a lot of people hadn't heard about him or what happened, but this is what's going on. This is what's going on outside, man. This is what's going on outside of your house right now. And they think we stupid. They think we stupid, man. And I'm just really convinced that these people just hate us, man. They just don't give a fuck about us, man. They really dislike us for some reason, man. I mean, they really have a strong dislike. My thing is, how the fuck do you just have a strong dislike for people you don't even know? Like, if you got all this money and you sitting so pretty, you built your life up off of stealing land and taking property and taking and taking and taking and taking. See, those are miserable motherfuckers. Because you would think if you got everything the world has to offer at your fingertips, and you still mad at the people who barely struggling to make it, then you mad at God. Come on now, let me take y'all to church. You ain't really mad at us, you mad at God. You mad at God because God didn't make you how he made us. That's the problem. Them motherfuckers is mad because they ain't us. They will trade all that shit in for the skin that we in. God damn it. Come on now. Come on now. I need a band behind me. I need some drums. They will trade all that shit in for the skin that we in because they know the power of the melanin, man. It ain't up until we realize the power of who we are, the energy that we give off and receive. Man, once we realize that, I think we'll walk different, we'll talk different, we'll act different. I really do. But again, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this thing up. I appreciate you guys for coming. Bev, Rude Gal, Roselle P, salute. Bev, Bad and Bougie, thanks for stopping through, sis. Dre Marley, salute to you, fam. This is a new subscriber. Y'all go subscribe to Dre Marley, cool guy. Who else we got in the chat? Miss Indy, thank you for coming. Through. I said Bev. Carla, thank you for coming. Simply Made, thank you for coming, man. Hey, man, look, y'all have a good evening. And if I do run across another story that I find interesting, I'm going to bring it to y'all. Like, I don't go live like I used to. A lot of stuff is just not interesting to me. But if I do find something interesting, trust and believe, I will be going live and I will be trying to share it with y'all. The drama is drama. A lot of people with it. Hey, it's funny sometimes it's stupid. But 2024 and beyond, we're trying to move forward with some mind-opening, conscious thinking, not just the drama. All right, it's your boy Black Truth, and I'm out.